Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Have you ever felt like no one really understands you? Like everyone has advice, but none of it truly resonates with your heart? What if I told you that the missing piece isn't in their words, but in your silence? In a world that constantly demands our attention, we rarely stop to listen to ourselves. But what if solitude isn't something to fear? What if it's the key to reconnecting with Allah and discovering your true purpose? Stick with me till the end of this video because this might just be the perspective shift you need to change your life. The power of solitude, a gateway to self-discovery. In the rush of everyday life, school, work, endless scrolling on social media, we often lose sight of who we really are. We get pulled in 1,000 directions, trying to meet expectations, seeking approval, and following trends. But in doing so, we forget the most important thing, our own voice. Solitude isn't about running away from life. It's about creating a space where you can think, reflect, and breathe. It's a chance to stop worrying about what others think and start tuning in to what truly matters to you. You might even find yourself thinking, wait, I haven't felt this peaceful in a long time. The noise stops, and for the first time in a while, you can actually hear yourself think. It's in these quiet moments that you reconnect with your purpose. You begin to ask yourself, what am I doing with my time? What really matters to me? And when you take the time to reflect, you start making better decisions. Not based on external pressure, but based on a deeper understanding of your heart and soul. That's how true growth happens. Clarity in the chaos. The gift of solitude. Life is overwhelming. Deadlines, responsibilities, family expectations. There's always something demanding our attention. It's like trying to think clearly in a room full of noise. But when you step away and spend time alone, something incredible happens. The constant noise quiets down. Your mind, which felt cluttered and overwhelmed, suddenly finds space to breathe. You can finally process your thoughts, untangle your emotions, and see things clearly. It's like stepping outside after being stuck in a crowded, noisy room. You take a deep breath and everything just makes more sense. And here's the most beautiful part. In those quiet moments, you become more receptive to the guidance Allah has already placed in your heart. You start to realize that clarity doesn't come from following the noise of the world. It comes from listening to the stillness within you. Let's be honest, feeling isolated isn't easy. It can feel lonely, confusing, and even make you question yourself. Why are people drifting away? Why do I feel so disconnected? But what if, just maybe, Allah is protecting you in these moments? Sometimes the greatest blessings in our lives come disguised as trials. We might not understand it at first, but with time we see the wisdom behind it. When we get caught up in distractions, social trends, the opinions of others, the need for constant validation, we lose sight of what truly matters. But when we are alone, when we are cut off from these distractions, we finally have the space to grow, reflect, and reconnect with Allah. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, knows exactly what we need. Sometimes isolation isn't a punishment, it's an opportunity. It's a chance to pause, to listen, and to return to Him without any distractions. When we embrace solitude with the right mindset, it becomes a sacred space for renewal and transformation. Let's not sugarcoat it. Being alone can be uncomfortable, can make time feel slower, and the silence can be unsettling. You might find yourself getting restless or questioning why you're in this phase of life. But here's the reality. This is a test. And like all tests from Allah, it is designed to help you grow. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about how you wait. It's about resisting the urge to complain, staying composed, and trusting that Allah's plan is unfolding exactly as it should. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever is patient, Allah will give him patience, and no one is given a better and more abundant gift than patience." When you practice patience during times of solitude, you're not just enduring a difficult moment, you're building spiritual strength. You're learning to trust Allah's timing, even when things don't make sense. And in doing so, you're shaping a heart that remains steadfast in faith, no matter the circumstances. There's something powerful about being alone. It forces you to confront yourself. And while that might sound uncomfortable, it's actually a blessing. How often do we take a step back and ask ourselves, what am I really doing with my life? Imagine if today were the day you had to stand before Allah and answer for your time. Every moment wasted, every opportunity missed, every good deed left undone, it would all be laid out in front of you. Would you be ready to account for it? This is why reflection is so important. It's not just about big acts of worship, it's about how we live our daily lives. How do we treat others? How do we spend our free time? Are we truly living in alignment with the guidance Allah has given us? When you're alone, away from distractions, you have the chance to be honest with yourself. to acknowledge your shortcomings, seek Allah's mercy, and make a sincere effort to improve. And the best part? No matter how far you've strayed, Allah's forgiveness is always within reach for those who sincerely seek it. One common misconception is that solitude means isolation. That's not true. Islam teaches us the importance of community. The Prophet, peace be upon him, compared the believers to a single body, where if one part suffers, the whole body feels it. Being part of the Ummah, supporting one another, and building strong relationships is essential. But so is taking time to be alone. These moments of solitude help us reconnect with ourselves, renew our intentions, and grow spiritually. And when we return to our communities, we do so with a clearer mind and a stronger heart. Allah reminds us in the Quran, and hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether and do not become divided. Surah Al-Imran 3:103. This verse emphasizes unity, but it also highlights the importance of strengthening our personal connection with Allah. We cannot support others if we ourselves are disconnected from our faith. So the next time you find yourself alone, don't see it as isolation, see it as an opportunity. A chance to reflect, to grow, and to prepare yourself to contribute more meaningfully to the Ummah. My dear brothers and sisters, solitude isn't something to fear, it's a gift. A chance to step back from the world's noise and reconnect with your true purpose. It's in these quiet moments that we find clarity, renew our intentions, and prepare ourselves for a life that is pleasing to Allah. But remember, solitude should never lead to complete disconnection. Islam teaches balance, reflection in private, and strength in unity. Take the time you need to grow spiritually, and when you return to the community, do so with a renewed heart and a clear sense of purpose. If this message resonated with you, comment "Ya Allah, guide me" below. Your words might inspire someone else to reflect and find peace in their solitude. And don't forget, liking and subscribing helps us continue spreading reminders that bring us closer to Allah. May Allah guide you, protect your heart, and keep you steadfast on this journey. Ameen.